Hey, everybody, welcome to today's episode. So, kind of an interesting one today. We're going to talk about private party sales. So, for purposes of this, essentially, where there's no realtor. So, the buyers and sellers know each other. Could be a family transaction outside of a family, but there's no agents. So, a couple of kind of high points that come up in those transactions. While they're great and everybody starts off like, hey, this is awesome, I'm getting a better deal, whatever the circumstances are, you still need to agree on a sales price. Sometimes that's the hardest part for people. You still need to agree on when you're going to close. Still important, but what happens if you, as the buyer, give notice to your landlord that you're going to be out by a certain date and the other person hasn't moved yet? Seen it happen. What about things like gift of equity? That's essentially if you're getting the home for less than market value, then you can do a gift of equity, which appears like a down payment. It's great for the buyer, but what is that amount of money? So you need to agree on that as well. Who's going to draft all the paperwork? You still need to have a purchase and sale and an offer, and whatever things are appropriate for the state that you're in. Who's going to close it? You need an attorney. So a lot of these things often kind of fall on people that they're not necessarily expecting, but all need to be done. And often on the team here, we kind of coach people at the beginning and then help them through each one of those phases as they move along. You cannot just leave people hanging on this stuff because it will just go on forever. Honestly, it's something that someone needs to kind of step in and go, okay, we have to decide this first. And then the next step is this. So we can kind of baby step people along the way and get them to the end goal where seller needs to sell, buyer needs to buy, and we do it in a reasonable amount of time and keep everybody happy. So if you know either yourself or someone who's in a private party transaction, happy to talk to them and give them some advice so they avoid some of the common pitfalls of private party sales. So as always, we're here to help. Reach out anytime, and we'll talk to you soon.